What the heck is G3? G3 is a three-pronged strategy that lawyers can use on the #1 highest traffic website in the world, Google, combined with the #2 highest traffic website in the world, YouTube. Okay. And G3 is one of the most powerful three-pronged strategies that if you roll out for your law firm the right way, going after the right cohorts of demand, you can really, really make a bang in your market. And primarily, this is because G3 involves 3 different platforms, okay, that we use for marketing your law firm. It's a three-pronged strategy, okay? It's called G3 for this reason. Google 3, that's what G3 stands for. Google owns a company called YouTube, okay, which is now all under one umbrella called Alphabet. So Google G3 stands for Google Ads, local services ads, and very important, YouTube ads, okay? And this three-pronged strategy allows you to reduce your overall client acquisition cost because you're going into 2 arbitrage opportunities with one tried and true platform, which is Google Ads. The first thing is, what's the difference between local services ads and Google Ads? Okay, well, if I go onto Google right now, as you probably know, for 17 practice areas of law, these local services ads have been rolled out. I'm physically located in Philadelphia at the time of this video, okay? And the car accident ads are triggering these 3 horizontally placed ads, which are called local services ads, okay? And you can see up here with the green check mark, that means Google screened, which means that these law firms have been through the background check process and they have been approved by Google. And now these law firms have a certain budget set so that their ads can show up high within the right keyword phrases in their market, okay? So these are local services ads, which is one prong of the three-pronged strategy. Now down here, these ads right here are Google ads. And the reason why having a combined strategy between your local services ads and your Google ads is very important is because with the introduction of local services ads, there's a 1.76x, so almost a 200% increase in the percentage of clicks that come from page 1 of Google before anyone scrolls to this map down here or the SEO section. So essentially, that means that just under 2 times the leads will be coming through the advertising section up here in Google with these horizontally placed local services ads and these vertically placed Google ads. There used to be 4 Google ads. Now there's only 2 in the presence of what are called LSAs. So I'm going to show you some different variations that these keywords are showing LSAs for, okay? So personal injury lawyer Philadelphia. Let's see if that triggers the ads. Yes, it does. And you see a little bit of a different variation up here. And then you see ads down here. Next, I'm going to go and type in criminal lawyer. And it looks like they are showing up, okay, under criminal lawyer. And you can see, again, 3 ads with images showing up and then 2 of the Google ads. All right, now I'm going to type in DUI. And looks like DUI is not triggering the ads, okay, right now as I film this video. Then if I go into immigration, they're probably not going to trigger the ads. Oh, no ads showed up, okay? And then we have, we can go into family law, okay? We can go into divorce, okay? And there's an ad. So the point that I'm showing you this is there's a tremendous amount of volatility, and it's very, very important that you are set up not only on these local services ads under the right words, but that you're also set up on the Google ads for the right words, because in some circumstances, these ads are not going to show up, okay? And you want to make sure that your law firm is still showing up with these traditional Google ads in addition to your local services ads. So the reason that we decided to launch G3 is because we were looking for a way to combine awareness-based marketing with direct response marketing, okay? Meaning direct response is what happens on Google. Someone immediately makes a search and the direct response is they get an ad, right? Awareness is when you're interrupting people on the internet through targeting and showing them ads whether they want to or not. Billboards, radio, TV would be an example of awareness marketing. Now, traditionally, awareness marketing is cheaper to get in front of on a per person basis, however, less targeted. So you're less likely to get cases per attention unit with awareness marketing. Direct response is traditionally a little bit more expensive to get in front of a set of eyeballs, but the chances are it's going to be a more qualified set of eyeballs. What we said is, can we create something called direct awareness marketing, where you not only are doing direct response marketing, but you're also combining that with awareness-based marketing, meaning you're showing ads to people who are qualified and are in market to hire a lawyer for a specific practice area. So this is really like picturing a billboard, right? Showing to only people in your market, if you're a personal injury lawyer, for example, who have typed previously in personal injury lawyer. And this ties into the YouTube ads side of the equation, which you'll see in a second. Okay. Now you have tons of options out there. So you're going to think to yourself, great, I could go, listen to the rest of this video and it's going to talk about online marketing. 2 questions. Okay. You need to make a decision. Are you going to go all in on offline or all in on online? Only 2 questions I have for you is where are the trends going and what's most trackable. The next question is, where can we even show, if we're going to do online, where can we even show ads online? Can we show them on every single website? The answer is no. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at what are the top 50 websites in the United States. And here, there's only really a handful of them that lawyers can actually market on. Okay. Google's the #1 highest traffic website in the world. YouTube's #2, which is owned by Google. Facebook's #5. Bing is #14, Instagram 21. You can get the point here, okay? When you bucket these together, okay, it leaves us really with 5 categories. We got the Google YouTube bucket because Google owns YouTube. We have the Facebook Instagram bucket, okay, because Facebook owns Instagram. By the way, you control your ads on Facebook, okay, on Facebook's ad interface as the ads you show on Instagram, okay? So you don't need to go on Instagram to show ads on Instagram. You can just do it right through Facebook. Same thing with Google. You go right through Google to show your ads on YouTube, okay? Then we have the Bing and LinkedIn bucket, which is owned by Microsoft, and then Twitter and Hulu, which really doesn't get results for lawyers, okay? So then the next question to ask yourself is the going all in test. If you were to put all your money behind one platform, okay, what would it be? So you can go all in on SEO, content marketing. You can go all in on Facebook, Instagram, all in on Google, YouTube, billboards, TV, direct mail, okay? So if we apply this theory to the top 2 of these 5 categories, okay, it would really leave us with Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. That's where you can get in front of the most eyeballs, okay? So what I want you to think through is platform intent. This is very important. Platform intent is, why do people go on Google and YouTube? They go on Google, YouTube because they want to educate and find solutions on Google and YouTube. However, what do people do when they go on Facebook and Instagram? They're going there to waste time, check in on friends and family, and waste their lives away. Okay, so where do you think you're going to get better cases? The answer is Google and YouTube, because there's intent. Okay, so Google and YouTube is where we need to focus our attention. And like I said, this is a screenshot of what it looks like within the Google Ads interface. Okay, since Google owns YouTube, right here in this section where it says video campaigns, that's where you would control your YouTube ads campaigns, all from this one simple dashboard. Okay, and this is an example of your local services ad. Okay, so now let's talk about organic versus paid, right? Because now you're thinking, okay, I get it. I need to focus on Google and YouTube primarily as a case generation method. Well, next question is, should I go all in on SEO, organic, as they say, or should I go in on paying for ads? So organic versus paid. Well, the question I always have is, where do you think publicly traded companies are going to drive the ship? The answer is, it's becoming more and more pay to play every day. Okay. So at some point you're going to have to pay. And if you don't pay for ads, you're going to have to pay for people to do the work that gets your website to show up for organic. And there's just too much volatility in organic to go and spend tens and tens and tens of thousands of dollars a month on organic marketing, because the algorithm changes and then you're back to square one. Okay. So before we proceed, I know you're probably getting excited, some of you. Just don't think that this is a set it and forget it strategy. If you're looking for like some black magic secret, this isn't it. Okay. This requires work, critical thinking, learning. Okay. Looking at data, making pivots, etc. Before I show you these 3 prongs within the G3, okay, we have to remember a method that I created called the WHAM method, which is called the Word Alignment Marketing Method. Okay. And the Word Alignment Marketing Method says that you have to understand the words that your clients are typing in, because that is the only and best way that you will target your ads on local services ads, on Google ads, and on YouTube ads. So if you don't know your words, okay, again, if you don't know your WAM, your word alignment marketing strategy, okay, which you can learn more about through some of our other stuff, it's so important to know your words. All right. So let's dive into the Google Ads landing pages bit. Biggest flaw, again, like I said, is you don't know what words make you money. Okay. You don't know enough about the words that your potential highest quality clients type in before they hire you. Okay. And word ignorance leads to a syndrome we call agency jumping syndrome, which essentially means if you don't know your niche, okay, you're just going to like get all this resentment and start pointing the finger at whoever the hell you can, whether it's a marketing agency, a marketing employee of yours. So we don't want that to happen. We want you to be a patient billionaire investor with a long-term mindset, looking at the long-term lessons you can learn when you go into Google Ads. So direct intent Google Ads, let's talk about these real quick. Direct intent is when a potential legal client goes right to Google and immediately types in a term that includes the word lawyer, attorney, or law firm, okay? These are usually the most common searches when people are mindlessly searching on the internet for a lawyer, okay? So you can see the local services ads showing up horizontally here, and you can see the search ads showing up here on the left for DUI and car accident. These are called direct intent Google ads. Okay, then we have research-based Google ads. Some people, for example, if their child is injured with cerebral palsy and they want to hire a medical malpractice lawyer, they'll just type in cerebral palsy causes, cerebral palsy malpractice. These are research terms, okay? So you can see here a research term, cerebral palsy, okay? And then also some people may not type in car accident lawyer. They may type in things like car accident injuries, car accident settlement, what to do after car accident. These are research-based Google ads. By the way, these ads will never, these research terms do not trigger local services ads. So this is a blue ocean opportunity for lawyers, okay? And I'm not going to go through all the math right now, but the point is this, okay? In the presence of these local services ads, which are getting rolled out for every practice area, there is a substantial increase in clicks, okay, that come through page one of Google, all right? And you need to be prepared for that, all right? So my question is, what usually happens is you'll see that through these ads right here, okay, through these ads up here, you can see that about just around 25% of all the page one clicks come from these two sections up here, okay? So then the question is, what happens to the other 75% plus of clicks, okay, that don't convert? Well, we'll get to that in secret 3 with our YouTube strategy here, okay? So the impact of local services ads is almost 2 times the ad clicks, okay? In the presence of just 2 ads here, only 14% of page one clicks come from these ads. However, with the presence of the local services ads, that increases 1.76x to where there's 24.9% of all clicks on page one of Google coming from these ads. So you must be prepared to increase your overall marketing budget allocation towards page one of Google to capitalize on the increase in leads that will be coming from Google, okay? So if you knew that 2 times the leads were coming through Google, how would you adjust your marketing budget, okay? There's 3 very simple steps to Google Ads success. You need a niche demand blueprint, meaning a Excel sheet that breaks down all the different ways your clients search for your firm by practice area. You need very simple segmented campaigns to start, okay? And you learn some lessons as you launch these, okay? You have to invest the time to learn these lessons. You can't outsource the learning of lessons. They have to imprint in your brain. And you build these simple segmented campaigns and you just don't mess it up. And then every quarter or so, you're going to find one money-making all-in word per quarter, and you're going to go all in on that word, okay? So I want to just do the math very quick of dominating one word. For example, if you wanted to dominate the word child custody lawyer in Dallas, Texas, you would be able to do some research, figure out that this term itself is typed in 3,130 times a month in all of Dallas. So the average cost per click on this keyword is $15. Let's say 5% of the total first page visitors click on your specific ad, okay? That'd be 156 clicks per month max, $15 a click. That leaves you at a max budget for this keyword, okay, at $23.40 per month, okay? And that's for all variations of child custody. Now, you could go ahead into Google and go set $1 million a day budget and you can't spend more than $23.40, okay? Because this word isn't typed in that much. So this is why I always say you need to find your money-making niches and then set a really high budget to show Google that you're willing to go all in on this certain segment of demand rather than dabbling and setting a low budget for a very popular keyword, okay? You need to learn these lessons in your market over time. However, you don't want to abandon the popular keywords and just go after things that are typed in 3 times a month. When we combine this with local services ads, this is where the game changes. And this is the second prong of G3. So we have these 3 local services ads that are listed horizontally, which I've shown you before. Now, as of the time of this filming, we're in the gold rush era of local services ads. So don't get excited if you're getting tons of great results. It'll change. All right. Now, they also may not last. So if you're planning on going all in on LSAs, local services ads, also know that could be a setting you up for disaster scenario if these ads get taken down or if something happens. Okay. Local services ads also make it harder for lawyers to differentiate themselves. Okay. These little ads, they don't really prove how unique of a law firm you are. Okay. Because the profiles for these ads, when a client clicks on them, are like very generic. Okay. So you have to stay focused on the budget practice area cocktail. Okay. Now, within local services ads, there's multiple categories that you can select. Okay. A lot of categories you can select based on what type of lawyer you are. Okay. So under personal injury, for example, you can select all these extra niches of personal injury. Criminal lawyer, you can select all these different niches of criminal defense. Okay. Now, there are tons of mistakes that you can make in this process. For example, if you're in personal injury, you don't want to select the category litigation lawyer, right? Because that's going to pull in real estate litigation, all these crappy calls. Okay. And then, criminal, you want to be very, very careful going into other variations of criminal. And you probably don't want to go into all in on these very, very niche areas because they're not going to be searched that much and you're not going to get a lot of leads. So you have to be very, very conscious of what is your budget and how does that combine with the demand behind the words that you've selected that you want your local services ads to show up for. Okay. Now, what you need to do once you start getting some momentum on this, it's recommended to start thinking, how can I match my all-in words with branded ads? Okay. Meaning, how can I make sure that the name of my law firm is front and center on these ads? Okay. So that when people see my ad up here, okay, they also see the name of my law firm down here. Okay. That's just a little bit of a advanced thing that you don't need to do immediately, but it's something you can do 3 to 6 months after launching local services ads. Now, another thing to be aware of, again, this isn't urgent, but it's something that's more of a can help in some cases, is when you start running the local services ads, you're going to get more people searching for the brand name of your law firm. And because they're going to want to do more research to look into your firm and see if you're legit before they hire you. And it may be time to actually build a branded search funnel, meaning you start showing ads for when people type in the name of your firm or your name as an attorney, and you show an ad there to channel them to a landing page so that you can get a response from them rather than having them get lost on your website or have one of your competitors steal them from you. Okay. There's 3 R's you have to respect on the second prong of G3. That's radius, reviews, response time. Okay. Radius. Some lawyers have a bad office location and you may need to revisit one of your office locations, whether you need to get a virtual office or whatever. The key thing here is if your office is located in an area that is not getting searched a lot, that there's not a lot of searches for divorce lawyer, criminal defense lawyer, personal injury lawyer, well, you're going to be limited by that. Okay. There's also going to be less competition in that area, but it may be time for you to actually open up a new office in a higher traffic area so you can get more leads from the local services ads. Okay. Next is reviews. Okay. Reviews are becoming vitally more important with the introduction of local services ads because this is one of the key criteria through which can rank your ads, help rank your ads, but also they help clients vet you out. So if you have generic reviews, now would be the time to either have people go back and edit their past reviews and add a story in those reviews so that there's more meat to them. Preferably, what we do here at SMB Team is we actually bonus our team for every review that they get. that includes someone's name on the team, because we found that when a name is included, it's more likely that a story will also come along with it. And then last but not least, and these reviews will be on your Google My Business profile, last but not least is your response time, okay? So are you marking and confirming the leads that come in as qualified booked, disputing the leads that come in that aren't qualified? Because you can actually get your money back for those leads since you pay per lead and not per click with this. Make sure you are documenting your notes and make sure you are ensuring a fast response time to the leads that come in. Let's expand into YouTube display and discovery ads. This third prong here is where no lawyers are taking action. And the cost to get in front of eyeballs is sickeningly low, okay? So remember my question, what happens to the 85%, 95% of people that don't immediately become leads for your law firm? Well, here it is, okay? Remember these top 50 websites? Well, YouTube is the main vehicle for direct awareness marketing, okay? And for every one lawyer on YouTube, there's 50 to 200 on Google. Think about that for a second. For every one lawyer on YouTube, there are 50 to 200 on Google. So what that means is you have to make sure that you are prioritizing your time on YouTube over things like Facebook, okay? Because it is a direct intent platform, all right? Now, YouTube over Facebook is extremely, extremely important for you to be aware of because of the intent that we mentioned earlier, okay? Now, on YouTube, you can also show awareness ads on Facebook. However, on YouTube, you have the ability to only target direct intent traffic since Google owns YouTube, meaning you can show your YouTube ads just to people who have typed in certain keyword variations, okay, on Google, because the trajectory of what they're searching, okay, what they previously searched on Google carries over to their profile on YouTube. So you could literally just show ads on YouTube to people who have previously, within the last however many days you want or hours you want, typed in car accident lawyer, car accident injuries, right? What to do, how to file for a divorce, how to file for bankruptcy, etc. It could be research terms, it could be direct intent terms. The point is you can show your YouTube ads to people, okay, who are in market for your services. This is an absolute game changer. It's the only thing, okay, that it's the main thing that makes YouTube a better advertising platform for direct intent industries like the legal industry, like lawyers, okay? And the leads that come from YouTube are way more likely to turn into cases, okay? So we also like that because of the intent behind the leads, okay? Because we all have run a Facebook ads campaign and then gotten leads and then no one responds to us. There's 3 keys to the success of YouTube ads. Number 1, audience. Number 2, ads. And number 3, a low barrier conversion point. Okay. Now, some of the fastest moving, most effective audiences include keywords, pixels, email list, similar to Google ads and landing page traffic, and video viewers. The 2 I want you to really focus on is keywords and pixel. Okay. And if you can only focus on one, just focus on keywords, meaning if you have a list of the 100 words you think your clients type in, or you already know this, just import them into YouTube in the audience manager and then create a 1 to 2 minute video, okay, which I'll show you an example in a second of what these ads look like, and then show ads, okay? There's 4 types of ads on YouTube: video in-stream, video discovery, display, and image discovery. Okay, these are the 4 most popular. You also need I'll show you these in a second, a low barrier conversion point, meaning you don't want to ask for free consultations on YouTube. Instead, you want to give something of value, like, hey, download my free book, register for my free training, etc., because you're interrupting someone. Let's talk about this very quickly. Audiences. This is what it looks like when you do your keyword targeting on YouTube ads. This is us uploading a list of the words that we target to market to lawyers. And what's very important is that you are robust in this list. Don't just put like 3 words in, okay? Put 100 words in. YouTube needs a lot of data to serve your ads at mass scale, okay? So this is what it looks like when you do keyword targeting, all right? The best audiences on Google and YouTube is, if I only had one, I'd tell you to just focus on the keywords because that's the bottomest of bottom of funnel. Okay. Pixeled traffic. Again, this is if you have a pixel on your website or landing pages. You can also show ads to people who have previously visited your website. And sometimes they're a little prohibitive here for criminal defense and personal injury specifically. So if that's the case, just do keywords. It's the most effective way to do it. And if you have a big email list, you can always upload your email list and target them as well. All right. And also, by the way, if you're running Google ads, you can just show ads to an audience that's called the similar to Google ads audience, meaning Google will take all the criteria that's similar to the people who are interacting with your Google ads, and immediately, okay, you can show ads to people who have similar online search behaviors and demographic filters. Okay. So these are the ad types: video discovery, display, in-stream, and pre-roll. All right, non-skippable. The ones that get the most revenue for YouTube are these bottom two right here. These are the non-skippable. These are the ads that show up before you watch a video. Okay, video discovery shows up when you're making searches. Okay, and then video display shows up in the side feed. I'll show you a quick example of what these look like. Okay.
Button below and tell me where to send it. Hey, you ready for this? Let's go take a look.
Okay, so that's an example of a YouTube ad. Okay, you can see it says skip ads here. If I scroll down, you can see that there's another link right here. This would be the display portion of the ad. Okay, I'm going to show you another. This is what, if I click this link, this is the landing page that it brings me to, a very, very simple landing page. Okay, I'll show you another example. This is from, I think, Applebee's.
Applebee's 2 for $20. It's date night in the neighborhood.
Okay, so that's a non-skippable ad, and that is, I believe, a 15-second non-skippable ad. Okay, we've seen a lot of success with non-skippable ads. Okay, then, okay, we have, you can see over here. Okay, let's see if we have, I was looking for some ads. Okay, great. So over here, I typed in YouTube ads for business. Okay, and now over here, okay, you can see these ads showing up. Okay, this is if someone isn't signed into a Google account with the YouTube, the setting on YouTube where you don't get ads. Okay, so if anyone's signed into an account that doesn't have a purchased YouTube account that does away with ads, they're going to see when people make searches, you show ads up here now. Okay, and it links right to a landing page website. Okay. So then if I go, so these ads are known as search discovery ads, okay? And they also are controlled within the Google Ads interface, okay? But I'll show you this one too. This is a pre-roll ad that just played, and you can see the display ad up here again. You're starting to get the gist. And now you can also see another, this is called a video discovery ad right here, okay? So there's all these different ad types on YouTube.
Funnel. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can do just that using targeted YouTube video ads, just like the one you're watching right now. This is essentially taking your video ad and putting it in front of your competitors' videos on YouTube, so you can siphon all of that traffic for yourself.
So I show you this. This is an example of a YouTube ad, okay, Alaric Heck. And if I click on this link again, you're going to see a very, very simple landing page, okay? All these landing pages that are successful on YouTube, someone clicks the video, they're brought to a landing page, and then hopefully you're going to give them something of value. We always recommend doing something like a lead magnet landing page, okay, which would look like this. This would be a good landing page for YouTube ads, okay? Another one would be something like this. This would be a good landing page for YouTube ads, okay? And then also, if you want to hold a free webinar, you could always do that too, okay? So that leaves us with the end of this presentation, which essentially ties all of this together. So you're going to have ads on YouTube showing for specific keywords. You saw the video display ads. You saw the video search discovery. You saw the in-stream ad example where you could skip it. And then you saw the 15-second non-skippable ad that forces you to watch the video after. Then there's tons of other types of discovery ads, which we're not going to get into here, okay, which is also part of the G3 strategy. Where on mobile devices, you can show YouTube discovery ads on mobile. You can show ads on Google's Chrome app and you can show ads on the Gmail network for people who have free Gmail accounts. Okay. So again, this is a very important point. Don't show YouTube ads and just ask for free consultations because you'll be very dissatisfied. Okay. Capture their information by giving them something of value. Okay. And one question I always have here is if YouTube ads, even if they just worked as well as billboards and TV commercials, which we know are super expensive, okay, which would you choose? And my answer is always YouTube, because you can track everything on YouTube. That's a huge, huge benefit, and it allows you to split test. Okay. And again, this is called G3 for attorneys. It's a combined 3-pronged strategy that combines Google search ads or Google ads with awareness-based ads on YouTube and local services ads all under one roof. Okay. So if you are interested in G3 getting rolled out for your law firm, make sure you book a consultation with our company, or you just check out the links at the bottom of this video, or go to smbteam.com/apply and fill out our application link to see how this would look rolled out for your law firm. I will say, don't apply if you are not aggressive in terms of your goals for your firm. This strategy is a 3-pronged strategy because it works and it requires commitment. You can't dabble doing this 3-pronged strategy because there are minimums on each of these platforms that you must meet. Okay. So I hope you found this video valuable. Subscribe to the SMB Team YouTube channel when you get a chance. And I hope that you either roll out this G3 strategy for yourself and really create a robust marketing plan on these 3 powerful platforms: Google ads, local services ads, and the YouTube powerhouse network. Stay great.